Hi everybody, this is Grimmy. Sorry this is a day late, I got busy yesterday, but I hope you'll enjoy this despite the lateness. So Osomatsu-san is one of my favorite anime of all time, and I'm so looking forward to the movie that's coming out soon. It looks like a lot of fun from what the trailers show, even though I don't understand what's going on because it's all in Japanese and there's no English subtitles. I have an OC for the show called Kumiko and she's an international equestrian, which basically means she does a whole bunch of different competitions with horses. She's mostly a jockey though, and has a dapple grey Arabian female horse, or mare, named Cookie, who she loves a lot. Also, she's filthy rich due to her family being rich, and because of her occupation. I did make a couple of speed paints showing my process of drawing her character sheet, and you can find that in the description down below since they'll be linked. And if you're interested in knowing more about her, you can read her bio. Basically, the content of her character is that she met the 6 brothers when she was younger, but by the time she was 16, she couldn't visit them anymore, and because she had to do international shows and lost touch with them for a long time. She did eventually have time to go back and visit them several years later, and she was happy to see them again. Kumiko is not a good girl, per se, or at all really. She cheats, she bribes, blackmails, and is generally actually a jerk by societal standards. Heck, she bends the rules and bribes her way into competing in men-only competitions just so that she can get more medals and have, more wins because she's greedy. She likes all of the sextuplets, but Choromatsu doesn't trust her, as much as the others anyway. The two of them are manipulative by nature and tend to use and trick others to get what they want, so they mutually understand each other, but they're constantly suspicious whenever one is nice to the other, or nicer than they'd expect the other to be. She's close to all of the brothers equally and likes each individual for different things, but she likes to pamper Choromatsu the most. While breaking the canon a little bit, I always wondered where Choromatsu got his fancy clothes from because they can't really afford it, and decided that I would imply that into Kumiko's character, so Kumiko would probably have bought him a couple of those fancy items if she had been in the show. But at the end of the day, while Kumiko is friendly to all the brothers, she doesn't want them to change, grow up, or improve. She wants them to stay the same and be dependent on their parents, never able to find a job or get a job or mature enough to have a job. Which, even without her, probably wouldn't happen anyway, seeing how the show is. She is a little obsessed with them, but it doesn't really show and it's not an important part of her character. One thing about her is that I have made her somehow related to Togo? I don't know how to say the name. The weird guy from the Osomatsu-kun show. I can't remember exactly the chapter it was from, but from the manga actually. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Togo? I don't know how to say it. Togo. Let's go with Togo. She's somehow related to him, but it doesn't really matter how, but she somehow is, and her parents know about him and she doesn't want him to ever get in contact with him. But yeah, so that's an interesting little tidbit you might be interested in, which probably explains her appearance a bit, to be honest. Now, in the drawing itself, Osomatsu and Kumiko are at a bar, drinking and just generally being drunk. Kumiko and Osomatsu flirt a lot, although it's completely platonic and mostly just vulgar banter from both sides, which is what's happening here, where they poke Choromatsu at the back, having to hear all of it. I had this sketch in my files for a couple of years and decided to finally do something with it. I think it turned out alright in the end, and it was just fun to make. The Osomatsu-san style is so appealing to me, because it's so bouncy and fun to draw, and the show itself is really funny. Well, that's the video guys, I hope you liked it. My social media links are in the description down below, and feel free to check out my Patreon. Thanks for watching, bye bye!